Welcome to Mound City, South Dakota, like the sign says. Stopped in this little park to stretch my legs and to get a geocache that's hidden in that shelter house. The hint says it's in the northwest corner and it's up high, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find. I just wanted to walk over there and get a shot of the park, the amusements here at the park. I've seen better days. Those two over there are connected. I don't know what's going on there. So there used to be, and there is a swing hanging there, and then a chain. Yeah, I don't feel like that's up to code. But let's go find a geocache. Okay, I'm in the shelter house now, and in the northwest corner, and I spotted it. Can you? It's that magnetic black box up on top of the corner post. So I'll be getting that down here in a second and signing the log. I did want to say it's about 4:30 Central Time, and it's gorgeous out here. It's like 73 degrees, so really nice day. I am about a half hour from where I'm staying tonight, so it's early, so killing some time a little bit, get a geocache or two. Plus, I will get to North Dakota here in a few minutes, so I'll probably try, hopefully, get a North Dakota geocache this evening. Welcome to Haag, North Dakota, population 70. I'm standing in front of the house that I'm staying in tonight, my Airbnb, which is right here, and it's 107 5th Street. So let's go in. So I came in the front door, the door that came onto this little bitty porch here, and then this is the main door to the house. And so you come in here, I'm gonna shut the door behind me, and it's a split level. So let's go upstairs first. And you come into the kitchen, and there's a bathroom with a bathtub, no shower. Bathroom, kitchen, including a rotary phone hanging on the wall. There is no dial tone though. But anyway, he left the house unlocked, said the keys would be on the table. They weren't on the table. I had to message them. They were actually hanging on a hook by the phone. I've put them on the table now. But so we'll continue with the tour. There's a pantry behind the door there. So here's a bedroom. And then we come out here and go into the living room. Couple couches, a desk in the corner, entertainment center, and a TV. So this is interesting. Here's a bedroom, twin bed, or, two beds, and look, there's a window. So they added onto the house at some point, but they kept the window there. It's very strange. So there's a dresser there. Then going into this other bedroom, it's a step down and a tiny little room. The closet. And I'm going to stop tape here. Picking up at the split level, let's go downstairs. Okay, so we have a laundry room here. And then we have another bedroom. So this house will sleep a lot. I think they say 6 people maximum. But let's see. Oh, unfinished like basement / crawl space back there. Ooh. We'll just shut that and leave that shut. Then over here we have unfinished floor, a bathroom, and a freezer and stuff over there. I won't even, oh, here's a chain line. Huh. You know, I kind of want to look in the freezer and I kind of don't. What's interesting here is this rough wall here. Like they just blew through the foundation or something. Or not the foundation, yeah, the basement wall. I don't know. I mean, maybe that used to be a cellar or something over there, and they busted this wall out so they could make it all part of the house. But, ooh, oh, ran into a spider web and it startled me. So here's a shower, the heating and air system, water heater and stuff's back there. I peeked. So, yeah, that's about that. Well, there's another water heater. So I don't know. That does say tank back there. I don't know. Not going back there. And look, an old pencil sharpener. So, anyhow, yeah, it's interesting. It is Sunday evening. It is 10 till 7 Central Time, and I got to my Airbnb, which we've talked about. I recorded it, and then I talked to Amy for about an hour, which was really good. We, again, both of us had good, solid self-service. Mine looked a little iffy when I first got in the house, and we had a little bit of issue at the beginning, but as long as I stayed in the kitchen, I found it, and I maintained a good connection. So, pardon the dirty windshield. The bugs in the Dakotas are pretty big, and like when I got gas earlier today, the windshield was decently clean, and now it's not. And so next time I get gas, which might be tomorrow, I'll have to clean this windshield. So anyhow, it's 10 till 7. I am driving up the road into North Dakota, about 20 minutes, to a town called Strasburg, I think is what it's called, to get a geocache. I got to get this North Dakota geocache knocked off my list, because then I'm done with the Dakotas and can basically change my route. I was going to go over to Fargo, but I was looking at the maps earlier and realized if I get a cache right now, I can get out of North Dakota when I get up in the morning and take a different route back towards Indiana, or Flint for commencement. So yeah, I'm headed up the road to grab a geocache. And also I wanted to say, I've seen a couple road runners on this stretch of road. I saw one before I got to the Airbnb, and then I saw one just a couple miles back. And well, I don't even know if this picture is in very good focus, is it? I think it's just the bugs on the windshield. So yeah, it's just going to be a crappy segment of the video. Sorry. I thought about starting over, and I don't want to do that. So anyway, but I saw a couple road runners. That was pretty cool. One of them was just standing in the road. No coyote in sight, but beep, beep. I think that's all I wanted to talk about on this video. So I'll hit record again when I'm at the geocache. All right, coordinates brought me right here. And there it is. Let's see. Do I see it in the shot? Yeah, look. It's right there. I don't know if it pulls out or if I just unscrew the cap. So I'm going to sign the log and stop recording. Okay, headed back to the Airbnb after having got that geocache. And I'll admit that I had to go jump over the guardrail, and I kind of half fell. I grabbed a hold of the handrail, lifted a leg, missed, fell backwards, and kind of caught myself, held on tight to the guardrail so I didn't fall all the way on my back, and just barely scratched my finger, not even bleeding, so that's good. But I might forget that I did that. I might remember in the morning, because I might have wrenched my back a little bit. Hopefully I feel okay in the morning. But I got the North Dakota geocache, got that monkey off my back, so that's good. Don't have to spend any more time in North Dakota except for sleeping time. So now I can go back to the Airbnb and reevaluate my route to the next city, which is Sioux City, I think. But I know there's also a Sioux Falls, South Dakota, that's right at the corner of South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska, in Iowa. And so I'm hoping if I head that way, then when I get to Sioux Falls, I can use that as a base to go over to Minnesota, Nebraska, and Iowa I can get on the way home anyway, because I'll go through Iowa from there. But I also wanted to say I came through Strasburg, and Strasburg is the home of Lawrence Welk. There's actually a geocache at his family's land in Strasburg, but I'm not a big Lawrence Welk fan, so I really didn't care about going and getting it. And tonight it was just about a number, just about getting one North Dakota geocache, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. If it was somebody like Elvis, then yeah, I'd have probably gone and checked it out. But Lawrence Welk, I didn't care that much about it. But this is even called the Lawrence Welk Highway. This highway right here, 83, is the Lawrence Welk Highway because he grew up in this area. So anyway, that's all I've got, and I will see you next time. I just finished dinner at the Quencher Bar here in Haag, North Dakota. It was about the only option. There is a cafe up there, but it was not open. And the only food they had there at the bar was pizza, but that's okay. I had some pizza, and it was good, and had a couple beers. And now I'm going to walk back over to my house, which is just a couple blocks this way. It is pollen season here in Haag, North Dakota. Let's look at it build up along the grass there, and of course there's none now, but it's flying around in the air too, pretty thick. You just have to take my word for that. I'm walking, I took a roundabout way. I started back to the house, and then wanted to come look at this church that's on the National Registry of Historic Places. There was a sign about the church when I turned off Highway 83 onto Highway 11 to come into Haag. So I thought I'd come look at the church, and who knows, maybe there's a benchmark there. See if we can find one. This is not the church, but a little altar thing outside of the church. The lighting's really bad because the sun's back there behind it, so it's all showing up as a shadow in the video. But see if we can get closer and see it. Yeah, there you can see it. And there's the church, and we'll walk over closer. It's a very pretty church. It is, oh, I thought this was going to say, it's a Catholic church. It is the Church of St. Mary, and it is huge. That spire goes up forever from down here. The bartender talked about this being a very religious community, so they must all go to church here. So this church was built in 1929. I wonder if it's been restored though, because it just looks amazing. Now in the sunlight, maybe you can see all the pollen I'm talking about. Maybe you can't. But there's a lot of white fuzzies flying around. I mean, obviously, I could make pollen fuzzballs out of this stuff. I'm back in the house, and I noticed this earlier, and I got to record it. I don't recall having ever seen a light switch on a stove. But you see that? It's an actual light switch. If only I could find the light switch to turn the lights on in the kitchen. But I've been around this room 3 times and I haven't found it. I know, you saw that light switch. That's not it. I already tried it. And there's, on the other side of this door is where I came into the house. And there's 2 light switches right here, but look. Oh, see, that turned that light on. And the other one doesn't do anything. And the only light in the bathroom, see there's no overhead light, It's just the light on the medicine cabinet, which is probably enough. It's a brightly painted room. I mean, it's, not a dark color. And that light's enough, but interesting. The bartender over at the Quench Bar, I mentioned where I was staying, and she said that, yeah, the other bartender, her and her significant other bought this house a few months ago, or 6 months ago, or I don't remember, first of the year, something. But anyway, yeah, I think that's all I've got to record right now.
And I put it in the closet. Okay. Richie! Honey, would you have been proud of me? Mel said that Alan would practically go through the roof if I didn't show up for that meeting in the morning, and I stood firm, boy. Good.